welcome back to the channel and episode 16 of our Estudiantes save in Football Manager 2019. Slight change to the plan. We were going to be doing the game at Defensa y Justicia for this episode, but we're going to do the home match against Tigre instead, which means we've only played one game since the last video. The reason we're doing this is because Boca Juniors lost. They lost at home to deadly rivals Racing Club, which means that there'll be 4 games to go after this. We could go back on top with a win against 19th placed Tigre today, and it would be back in our own hands with 4 games to play, which would be incredible. Racing Club, incidentally, were the team that we played in our last match off camera after the last episode, and they beat us as well. So they are not only having a charge towards the title themselves, they are really denting both ourselves and Boca's chances of winning it as well. And they beat us 4-2. It was an amazing match. It was end to end. It was tit for tat, ding dong battle, all the cliches. 6-goal thriller. Lisandro Lopez, an own goal. Brian Mancia and Ricardo Centurion got their goals. Carlo Latanzio and Leonardo Piscalici from the spot had got us back to 1-1 and 2-2. But unfortunately, we did fall. And as you can see, I mean, you take the friendlies out, but we'd been back since Huracan game. You know, we've been winning games comfortably. We've been scoring lots of goals. Hopefully we'll get back to that today. You can see our remaining fixtures there, but if you bear with me 1 second as we scroll down a little bit, it is a news item called Title Race Hots Up, I believe. Let me just find it. I did take a screenshot of it, but I figured I might as well just do that. So this is it. With only 5 games of the season remaining, the race is on as Estudiantes, River Plate, Racing Club, Tigre and Boca Juniors battle it out. We're trying to deny Boca a 3rd successive title, and as you can see, these are the games left now. Only ourselves and Tigre have 5 games. Everyone else has played this weekend, so they all have 4 to go. And one thing that you do notice is that Boca play Tigre next. Then they play Defensa y Justicia, and then they play us. So we play Tigre today, and then we play Defensa y Justicia, and then we play San Martin, I think that is, and then we travel to the Bombonera, and it is really looking like that is going to be a massive game now. It's really hard to envisage a situation where it doesn't all come down to that Boca game. But look, Racing Club beating the top 2 in the last 2 games has really put them right back amongst it. Just a couple of little bits of news then. We have a transfer agreed for the end of the season. At the end of his contract, Leandro Lacunza, Argentinian right wing back. Looks absolutely brilliant. He's lightning quick. We'll work on his crossing when he gets to us. He's naturally a full back, so crossing wasn't always a priority. But look at his stats. His tackling of 16. His marking is 13. His work rate could do with being up a little bit. Positioning maybe as well, but he's lightning quick. If we highlight the attributes for wing back, he's let down a little bit by the crossing, the passing, and the decisions, I guess, but we can address some of those for sure. I cannot wait to get him in. I think he's going to be really good. He is currently at Olimpo, playing in the 2nd division, but I definitely think he can make the step up. The other bit of news, of course, almost forgot to tell you in the last episode, didn't I, that Mariano Andújar made a deadline day move to Chelsea. So it meant that we had Daniel Sapper in goal, which is fine, not a problem. And then Daniel Sapper got injured. He's still out for another couple of weeks. He's got a twisted ankle. They are painful. I've done that myself. And it left us with Stefano Francesconi, our 20-year-old, and Geronimo Portao, our 19-year-old. They are our 2 goalkeepers at the minute. Francesconi made his debut in that Racing game, and he couldn't really do a lot about many of the goals. I don't think any of them were really his fault. He looks really decent. He's 4-star potential, but he's only 2-star current ability. And that's the bit that worries me. Is that going to be what costs us? The great news is, of course, that Daniel Sapper will be back in plenty of time for that Boca game. And Lucas Zelarayan, he's been injured as well. He tore wrist ligaments, but he's only a couple of days away from coming back. And we need him back and firing because he is... Well, he started brilliantly with a goal and an assist in his 2 games so far, and absolutely devastated when he got injured. Although Piscalic has done well since he's come back, I want this guy back in the team for sure. Looks like a very, very defensive, counter-attacking sort of formation from Tigre. Kind of a bit like our empty bucket, isn't it, that we played with Huddersfield Town on our Premier League FM19 series. So they're definitely looking to get men behind the ball and then break quickly. So we'll have to watch for that. We'll maybe have to monitor the defensive line because we do naturally have it set a little bit higher with having a sweeper keeper. So we'll have to watch that. It's an unchanged team from the Racing game that we played. So it's Francesconi in goal, Evangelista, Campi and Shunker, who are both a yellow card away from suspension. So probably not great news to be playing them today. Facundo Sanchez at right back. Then we've got Laba and Estevez in midfield. Luca Rodriguez, Leonardo Piscalici, Fernando Zucchi and Carlo Latanzio up top. It almost picks itself at the minute, this lineup. We've sent a lot of players out on loan, including Gaston Paiva that I showed you in the last video. So we've kind of got a much smaller nucleus now. We've got the ageing players that we're letting go, but they're all playing for the reserves now. So I've got a really good squad of about 20-ish players that I can call on. We are going to say there should be... Is there not a thing that says we can go top? No, there isn't. That's annoying. Do you know what? I expect to see a much better performance from you tonight because it's the same team that played in that Racing game and it seems like the best team to do and they're all motivated. So, no tunnel interview today, straight into the game. Oh, interestingly as well, while this is all going through its opening highlight and everything, the Copa Libertadores, the 2019 Copa Libertadores has already started. Boca are in the group stage, which means that when we finish this season, we won't be in the Libertadores until 2020. So, and I don't think, because looking at it, they finished quite low down last season, did Estudiantes. So I don't actually think we're going to have continental competition next season, and I'm going to have to double check that and find that out for sure before we squad build. As Latanzio is in, and it's a big chance inside the first couple of minutes, and it was a good save, and then the defence as well got back, but what a start that could have been for us. That would have settled the nerves, wouldn't it? Short goal kick from the Tigre keeper. We are pressing them right on the edge of their the edge of their area. We've just switched to attacking because absolutely nothing is happening. But I did like the look that we had all 4 of our attackers pressing the edge of the box there, and it did get us the ball back. As the header comes in and Francesconi makes a save, confidence boosting one for him. He might have something else to do here, and he has, and he's done it brilliantly. What a save. Or did that come off the bar? It didn't register as a shot on target. I've got a feeling it might have hit the bar. It looked like a brilliant save from the kid. All of a sudden, we seem to be under the cosh a little bit. We're defending a corner here, but Zucchi has brought it away. Went for the early ball, and it didn't work. Latanzio wasn't far enough up front to latch onto it. Canuto goes back to Batalla, the keeper. Out to the left now. Oh, and that's a lovely ball inside for Luna. And he's cleared the bar with the shot. But they are getting themselves back in the game, and I don't like that. Perez Acuna with the throw. I don't know what's gone on in this game. We're not dominating possession. We're at home against a team low down in the division. I know possession is overrated, but we should be dominating the ball in this game. We're at home. As Estevez is shot, and that is awful. Change is coming at half time. There is smashed crockery everywhere on the dressing room floor. We have laid into the players. We have aggressively said we are not happy with what we've seen. We've gone in. We've gone more direct with the passing. We've gone. What else have we changed? We've highlighted the run at defence instruction as well. We're just we're not winning the possession battle, so they're obviously playing with a slightly lower tempo, maybe short passing, trying to retain the ball. So we've got to get into them now. We've had 6 shots, 1 on target. That is not good enough. This is a huge opportunity for us to get back on top of the league. If we don't do that today, I have a really bad feeling that we're not going to claw Boca back. But here we go. Evangelista with the free kick to Piscalici. Estevez breaks into the area. It's a good save. And Zucqui is denied by the block on the rebound. That's a little bit better. That's a good delivery. Latanzio. And again, I haven't sorted out the corners. He's going to break for Latanzio. He's offside. Shunka will take this free kick. Made our first change. Arteaga there on the ball has come on. And that is brilliant play. What a move. We have the goal midway through the second half. That is what we needed. It's Carlo Latanzio. He is on fire at the minute. I think that's something like 4 goals in 6 games or 3 and 5, something like that. But what a volleyed cross that is. And Latanzio's head is right in the side of the net. That is such a good direct move, change of passing style, and look what happens. Arteaga's come on for Piscalici, who's had an absolute shocker, but that really happy with that goal. We probably should drop a little praise shout out in there, actually, shouldn't we, because they scored, and it usually helps if you give them a little praise, doesn't it? Here's Laba. Can we get a quick fire second out to Sanchez? In it goes for Zucqui, and it's going to be another corner. It will be only our 4th corner of the game. Sanchez takes, it's cleared away. Latanzio back to Sanchez. In it goes, free header away. Can we keep the pressure on here? Look, he's out free on the right. Pass it out there. He does now. Sanchez, who I told to cross from deep in the pre-match team in the tactical meeting. So yeah, that's really crossing from deep, isn't it? But I will forgive him. What a goal that is. Luca Rodriguez, who set up the first, is on the end of the cross this time to double our lead. We may just drop it back from attacking now. That is a lovely big cross, and what a looping header that is. Drops under the bar, and it's 2-0. Sanchez with the corner. It's cleared away to Laba. Sanchez again now to Laba. Oh, lovely 1-2. Sanchez plays it across, and Apolazza, who has just come on for Latanzio with the header. That would have been some introduction. We've also brought on Ivan Gomez for now Estevez. So we've made all 3 subs, and Arteaga is denied by a brilliant save. Oh, we are starting to assert dominance on the game now, finally. We did drop it back to positive from attacking after the second goal, and we could be getting caught here. No, we've worked back well. It's looking a lot rosier now. We are going to finish the match day in first place. It is going to be in our own hands. We needed that to happen. We really needed that to happen. Here's Predja. Oh, good save, Francesconi. He's done what he needed to do today. He's had 3 saves. He's made them very, very assuredly. After letting him fall last week, this will be doing the kid's confidence the world of good. He's not been massively worked, but he's done what he's had to do, and he's done it well. As Arteaga has the ball here for Apolazza. Zucqui in acres of space. Pulls it across looking for Lucas Rodriguez, and Batalla this time saves. Brilliant cross, brilliant finish, brilliant save. Corner comes in. And it's with Apolazza, Laba, Sanchez again, rifles it across, and that is the end of that highlight. But we're in the last 10 minutes. Down the line it goes now to Lucas Rodriguez. We are totally dominant in this game all of a sudden. They've got the ball at the back though. Come on, boys. Keep the clean sheet now. That is what we need. Ramirez. Oh, he's got past his man, pulls it across, and Francesconi again, superstar keeper of the future, is doing a brilliant job for us now. He's got a 7, and everyone other than Arteaga is doing okay. The other 2 subs don't have ratings yet, of course. They haven't been on that long, 10 minutes. But this surely now is going to be 3 huge points, and we edge ahead of Boca again in the title race, and the Bombonera is looming large on the horizon. That is going to be a game that you're not going to want to miss. As Zucqui pulls it across, and Apolazza again. He has been so unlucky. He's got on the end of a couple of crosses now, but he's put them straight at the keeper both times. Here's Fernando Zucqui. Can we wrap it up with a lovely goal? No, we've got 2 minutes left. There is still a chance for something to come from this highlight. Here's Sosa out on the left for Tigre. And he's stood up well. They're going to get a shot away, are they here? Gonzalez to Menossi, and he's fizzed it wide. That is going to be probably the last action. We've got 10 seconds to go. We've got a free kick. Are we going to get to take it? We are. Sanchez. Oh, what a save. What an end highlight that was. That was a brilliant save. A really good free kick from Facundo Sanchez. But 2 goals in 5 second half minutes from Latanzio and Rodriguez have got us the points and have got us back to the top of the Superliga. That is what we needed. The second half performance was fantastic, and it's a shame it doesn't tell us to that we can do that the second half was better. I'm just going to calmly say that was a good win. I don't want to say don't get complacent because I don't want to stress them out. I don't want to go overboard on the praise. That will do nicely. What a brilliant match day for Estudiantes de La Plata then. So only ourselves and Racing Club in the top 5 won. Boca, of course, lost to Racing Club. Tigres, as you can see there, lost at Newell's. River drew their match. So what it means now is, well, you've got to say Tigres 10 points behind us. They're out of it, aren't they? There's only 12 points to play for. It is surely now just between ourselves and Boca Juniors. There's surely no way that Racing Club and River can get themselves back into it. This is just going to be ridiculous, isn't it? This really is going to be such a nervy run to the end of the season. Yeah, we've got Defensa y Justicia next, San Martín de San Juan, and then Boca, and then we round out the season with Lanús coming to the Único de La Plata. The plan at the minute is that we're not going to do Defensa y Justicia or San Martín on camera. We're just going to come back for the Boca game. That is subject to change, though, depending on what goes on between now and that Boca game. I think what we can safely say is Defensa y Justicia I will play off camera, but I'm not sure yet. Part of me is tempted to just do every match now until the end of the season. I'm not sure. I'll see. Because I'm kind of recording ahead at the minute. So I'm recording this one about a week and a half before it's actually going to come out. So I'm not really sure what I'm going to do. I'm going to have a little think about that. Part of me is thinking, because if we beat Defensa y Justicia and Boca then lose, they're playing Tigre, aren't they? If they did lose, we'd be 4 points clear. So I'm not 100% sure. One thing I did want to just quickly show you was the Copa de la Superliga, or as it's called in FM, the Super League Cup. The first round will be drawn on the 16th of April. The first round is on the 19th of April. The first round is straight knockout, and then from there until the final, it is 2 legs. Now, I was having a look at this, and because I was wondering how they're going to do it with 26 teams, and they're not, basically. There's going to be 20. And I'm still not sure how that's going to work, unless it's a case of maybe the top 6 don't play the first round, but yeah, maybe that's what it is. Maybe the top 6 don't play the first. That's what it'll be, isn't it? The top 6 won't play the first round, so it'll be 7th to 26th. And then obviously that leaves you with 10 winners. Add in the top 6, and that puts you at 16, doesn't it, for the round of 16? I assume that's how it goes. It's the first time this competition has existed, and it's because of the restructuring of the league. This is why this cup exists. That must be how they're doing it. So we probably aren't going to be playing in that first round. But it's not very clear. But I can only assume that is the way that it's going to happen. But hey, we'll find out together, won't we? Guys, we're back on top of the Superliga. How good is that? Can we keep our position there? Can we handle the pressure that Boca are applying? They are desperate for the hat-trick. They are desperate for 3 in a row. We are desperate to win our first title in, it's about 10 years, I think, since they last won it. Drop a like on this video for me, guys. Subscribe as well and turn on those notifications. Jump in the comments as ever. Links in the description to... Oh, there's loads of stuff in there now. There's my Twitter. There's the blog. There's the video for the result of the Save Our Season. That will be coming out very, very soon. That's just going to come out daily for a week, while because it's only a little mini-series for half a season. So the plan is release it in a week. And I will be back very soon. I'm really tempted to do Defensa y Justicia, but come back and find out. Thanks for watching this one, guys. Adios, amigos.